Hi and welcome again to budget.com. In this new video we will include some orders into the system. So we will start by putting our username and password, and by entering then we will go to the information we included as our company information on last video. Then we will go to orders and we click on enter or on the logo, and then we have a new page where we have all the orders we have included before, but we can go to quotations and then you can include a new quotation request. So as requisitioner I will include my name. As a product I will put laptop bag, and as category I will put bags and search. Remember to put 4 letters here, otherwise with 3 letters the system will be unable to find your request. Then I will put PDA bags and cases. I can tell supplier that I need his design, or I will include my design. In this case I will use supplier design, and here I will include all the needed information such as measures, such as color, such as logo and printing colors, also material, which will be for example neoprene, thickness of this material usually is in grams per square meter, and all needed information. The more information you include here, the easier will be for supplier to quote a really accurate price for your product. Here we have the option to include 3 quantities. In my case I will put 1000, 2000 and 3000 units, but you can also use only one of them. You don't need to fill the 3. As measured units you have different options. In my case I will put units, but you have inch, feet, kilograms, tons, whatever. And you have the possibility, not mandatory, to put your consumption of this product during the year. So as on the payment terms we have the same information we included on the first video. It keeps the same, but you can change if you decide to change just for this order. You can include some comments. And on transport details you have a sea by default, but you can change to air or whatever. As Incoterms you can choose all the options. We usually use FOB, and you have to put the destination port in case of CIF or DDP, so the supplier can quote accordingly. You can also include some comments here. And on the shipment address we have the same information we included on the company information, but again you can change if you are in a different country or whatever. And here on the timings then you have to put on quotation when you need supplier to have the quotation ready, which is the maximum date for them to quote your order. In this case I will say 1 week. And then we have the award date, so it's when you are going to pay the 30% of the initial amount of money, or you're going to award the order to any supplier. In this case I will say 10 days later, so 20th of January. And then the delivery time usually is 2 months later, so 1 month for production, 1 month for sea shipments. So in principle I have to put here 20th of March, but the problem is as you know, February is the Chinese New Year. So as you can see here, it's better to check the calendar to see there are some holidays. So at least we have to take 1 to 2 weeks holidays from China. So then it is better that here instead of 20th of March we go to beginning of April. So let's say 4th of April. You also have here 6 questions that in principle they are to be answered by the supplier, but you can uncheck some of them if you feel they are not needed, and also add some comments from supplier. Maybe you can add some other questions which are not included here. And then you have to give an idea also to supplier. If you want to find a new supplier for new design or new supplier for existing design, just check price. Find new suppliers because you have too much productions or other reasons. In my case I will say I want to find new supplier for existing design. Order use details, it means you are the final user, you are quoting for another company, or you have a contract for this order. In this case I will choose this one. And you have not mandatory, but the possibility to say a target price for the customer. For in principle I will say $1 for this, and I can leave this information hide to supplier or visible to supplier, up to you. I will choose hide, and then here you can choose any kind of photo for your request. I always strongly suggest to use photos because it's easier for the supplier to quote according. And then you can also attach new files if you need it, or if you don't need it, just delete them by checking here and do delete file. Finally, you have the possibility to add links. Maybe your information is already in a web page, so it's better that you put here the link so supplier can quote the product in that web page. Finally, we have some non-disclosure agreement information for the supplier, so he knows he cannot share this information outside budget. You have the possibility here to chat with the budget personnel if you need some help in order to fill your order. And finally, we have the submit button, but at the moment we want to click it, then the program tells us that it's really needed that you include all this information: measures of size, composition, weight of the fabric, print and artwork, packaging, certificates, whatever. In this case, as I'm sure I've included everything, then I do submit, and then I have a new screen when we have all the information, and then I have a message which usually is green to say everything is okay, but in this moment says that this order is repeated in our systems. So we have not recorded your order because I already recorded it before. So in case you do the order twice, then the program tells you. So just one will be kept into the system. Then I will do continue, and I see my order is already here, and the status is very important. Now it says that my order is pending of acceptance from the system and the budget team. I cannot see it. The suppliers cannot quote it. And always, if you want to see status, then you have to go down here and see the status type. Acceptance pending in red color, ongoing in green one, quoted in gold color, confirmed in pink color, payment pending blue color, incidents in light blue color, and completed order in gray color. And then once you have your order done, then you will receive an email from the system telling that your order has been already quoted, and you can log in again and check the prices. Now all I'm going to do is just log out and tell you bye-bye. Have a nice day. Bye.